This is my husband, Jared.
It's my wife, Jenny.
This is Cherry Pie Cottage.
And it's the Jared Show today. So, I'm going to be running No?
No.
Okay.
No. This is episode 27, by the way. He kind of jumped the gun on that.
I don't care.
He's super excited because he has a lot of things that he doesn't normally get to talk about. It's usually me.
Exactly.
So, we live in Lubbock, Texas. For those that are new, thank you. Welcome. Hang on, the silliness is just going to get more. And thank you to all of our returning viewers who apparently really like the silliness. So, thanks, y'all.
Either that or they just put up with it.
Yeah, maybe.
One or the other.
So, what's been going on?
Oh, so much.
So much.
So much. We went to LTC over in Fort Worth at the airport.
Yes.
The DFW airport.
Yes.
Kids
did really well.
Kids did great. All the kids did.
And this year I was not in a bad mood because we went up a day early, had time to just chill. We took a few hours out on Saturday, so...
It was a lot more relaxing.
Yes. I love people, but when it's rush, wait. Nope, I need time to, decompress. And if we didn't take those few hours, because you start out early in the morning... And then you're not done until about 10 o'clock at night. So, because the kids also like to go swimming when we get back to the hotel that evening. And it is loud because it's an indoor pool.
Mm-hmm. That's why Daddy doesn't go down there.
Yes.
Daddy avoids that place like the plague.
And I could just send them down and Haley could keep an eye on Michael, but that's not fair to her. So I go down and keep an eye on Michael. So that way she can enjoy her time with her friends.
Ooh, are we allowed to tell the story of what happened at the pool?
Yes, I think we are.
Can I tell it?
We just can't say names.
Okay, I won't say names.
Okay.
All right, so anyway.
Even though I should tell it because I was there.
I don't care. I'm super proud of her for this. So, her former boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, was at the convention as well.
He showed up. We didn't know
to see his cousins.
We don't know why he was there, but he was there.
Anyway, he was there. And so they go down to the pool, and he's down there as well. And while they're down there, she's throwing a football around with her friends.
It's tradition. They always throw. It's usually the guys, but the girls took it and were playing keep away from the younger boys. So she goes to throw it to her friend, misses her friend by a mile. No. She was going straight towards her friend. Her friend ducked.
Okay,
her friend was standing. Okay, so her ex was standing facing this way. Her friend was standing here facing Haley. And her friend ducked and the football dinged her
ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Right in the side of the head.
Yes. He wasn't mad because he knew it was an accident. But then he goes, "You want to go, little girl?" Or pretty girl? Trying to kind of flirt with her. And she was like, "No, I need some space.
Leave me alone."
Which is the exact thing he texted her when he broke up with her. He didn't even have the gall to come and talk to her in person. No. He texted her and said, "I need space." Yeah. So the fact that she wasn't being malicious or anything, she said, "I wasn't even thinking. It just came out of my mouth before I could think of what to say." So, yeah.
But I was so proud of her. I was up in the hotel room and I hear him coming down the hall. And I hear, "I'm going to tell your daddy. I'm going to tell your daddy. It's hilarious. I'm going to tell him." And so that's when I found out about it.
We're awesome. Proud of her because of the way that she has handled the breakup.
Yeah.
So it's been about 6 months and she's just like, well, his loss.
Yep.
So, and she really was not trying to hit him in the head, but she accidentally did because her friend ducked. I think her friend did it on purpose. Possibly. But, it was just hilarious. It was more of her response to him trying to flirt with her is what we're proud of.
Yes.
So, the other thing, since we were in Fort Worth, we went to Buc-ee's. And we both got new shirts.
Obviously.
Yes. Can I show mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if you can see this or not. You see it?
So it says, "I don't have an accent, y'all do."
I thought it was perfect. And it's coming with me to Knit City too.
Yeah.
So if you see this shirt, you know it's me. But he got a new one. You want to show the back of yours?
Yeah. Oh. So mine's pretty simple.
It says no sleep till Bucky's.
Yep. Forget Brooklyn. No sleep till Bucky's.
We did get beaver nuggets.
Ooh.
Your salted ones?
Yes, I should get those and show them.
We got 2 bags. One was for a gift for a friend. The other one is going into our prize for our cow. So in case y'all didn't know, because I kind of said it late on the last episode, we are running a Canada Friends cow. So you do not have to use our yarn. And if you were one of my testers...
No, none for puppers. Go.
She could probably have one.
She heard the crinkling of the bag.
Yeah.
And thought that I had gotten her something.
Because usually she eats what we eat for the most part, if she can have it.
So these are a different type of nugget.
Anyways, can I finish my story real quick?
Yeah, fine.
So our cow, the Canada Friends cow, you're really loud. It's my pattern. It's the cowl. Matter of fact, he has it right here. So if you use our yarn, you can enter it twice. So and it's we're running it in our Ravelry group, Cherry Pie Cottage. So go check it out. You have till the end of May. Beaver nuggets are part of the prize. It's probably going to be that and like a skein of yarn or maybe a bag. So it'll be something good. What I might actually do is do a winner pick. So either you can pick a small bag from the shop or a skein of yarn. Does that seem fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that and beaver nuggets.
Now can I show these?
Yes, because we were talking about it. He's so excited about these because these are a new kind that we haven't seen before.
Sea salted caramel beaver nuggets. They are amazing.
Yes.
The saltiness kind of cuts the sweetness
I
a little
like
bit.
these better than the other ones.
A little bit, so that way you can eat more. Because they're not as sweet. But these are amazing. So.
And I usually don't like sea salt caramel, but that works.
Yeah.
Because usually they put way too much salt with the caramel.
But they're so good. They taste like these cookies that we could get in Okinawa that were made with Okinawan sea salt.
They're sweeter.
They are a little sweeter, but they taste about like that.
They were a shortbread, but they had salt, like a little bit of salt in the middle. They're so good. So you want to talk about that?
Oh my goodness. So Haley's been driving. Not a lot.
She did get her learners. Yeah,
she's got her learner's permit. She drove us home from the theater last night.
I sat in the back.
Yeah. She's doing real good. She is doing really good for a beginner.
Yes, I've let her drive twice with me in the front seat. But it was like a long straight road.
Yeah, and that's what we did last night. Really is.
It was just at night.
We took the straightest route possible. We didn't take the loop or the interstate or anything. It's just straight road. Like I think the highest speed limit we got on was 50. So
probably.
But she's doing real good. So now it's time for
what's in your mailbox. So, hi Laura. My sweet friend from Knit for Brains sent me a bag. And it's cherries! Y'all, I have 3 of these bags now and I absolutely love them all. The only reason why this one does not have a project in it already is because I wanted to show y'all.
Because apparently you're not allowed to use something until you show it.
And I have some yarn that I bought that I am wanting to do a design with, so I wanted to show y'all first. But look, and there are 6 pockets in this bag. So, technically you could do it reversed and have the cherry. Sorry, totally did not mean to do that.
Oh, my life flashed before my eyes.
Oh, stop! You could do it reversed even and have this fabric on the outside.
But then all your pockets are on the outside.
So, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I suppose that would work.
But it's cute because it's a drawstring. It could be reversible. Hey, Laura, you should make them reversible. Put that in as part of your thing. Well, then you have the handle on the inside, but I don't care. I think it's cute. I would use it inside or outside, and it's got my hair on it. Of course, because
everything in this house already does.
If it's not my hair, then it's Haley's or Kiki's.
Speaking of which, I don't know if y'all can see it, but
oh my goodness, y'all need to go and check her shop out and get these. These sell. Her canvas bags like this sell out really quickly.
They'd be really good for color work projects.
Oh, absolutely.
Because then you can separate out your colors and they're not rubbing against each other.
Or if you're doing like what I did with her hat pattern, when you have to use a lot of minis, I needed 7 and there's 6 pockets in the middle. So I put each mini in a pocket, and that kept them separated and in the order I wanted to use them. So, oh my goodness. I love these bags, and I love this one because cherries. Because, you know, I love cherries. And here's her card.
If only there was some central theme to our yarn and our podcast, and
yes,
that could be translated into material.
They have a Facebook group, they have a Ravelry group, they have an Etsy shop, and they have a YouTube. Go check them out. They're on Instagram also. It's a mother and daughter, and they're one of those podcasts that I always watch, like as soon as they come out. But she also sent me a cherry progress keeper.
Not a progress keeper.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's a dangle fob.
Oh, sorry. She sent me a cherry dangle fob. He's gonna stick to that, y'all.
I am.
So, and she sent me 3 other ones that will probably end up in prizes unless you want a cherry one. Do you want a cherry?
I want a cherry.
Okay. Well, then we'll put the other 2 in prizes.
Okay.
So, y'all go check them out. It would help if I didn't put it up upside down.
Probably.
Knit for Brains. But that's all that I have for what's in your mailbox.
You didn't ask me a question.
What?
I'll ask you the question. What you drinking, babe?
Oh, I'm drinking an a cold brew coffee. In the cup that Laura sent me. We're from Texas. We're not from Illinois.
No.
What you drinking?
I'm drinking some sweet tea.
Homemade.
Homemade sweet tea.
I made sun tea, and then I also made the simple syrup to sweeten it.
Yep.
Because all of y'all like different sweetness
Did
levels.
you use the swerve?
Nope.
Oh, it's real sugar?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but I make a simple syrup because it mixes in really well for cold tea. And all 3 of them like different levels of sweetness, and I just don't like sweet tea at all.
Yeah.
I like regular tea.
She's the weird one.
Well, I didn't grow up with sweet tea. Sorry. Yes, and I am from Texas, but I drink tea. I drink iced tea. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if it's sweet or not. Don't care what anybody else says. So, ready?
Guess what time it is?
Now it's time for faux party.
And this is where it becomes the Jared Show.
Hey, you didn't
Do
let me.
you have a faux, babe?
Actually, I do. I just can't show it because it was my test knit. I finished my test
So
knit.
we're going to take that as a no.
So I do. I just can't show it.
It doesn't count.
You are jumping the gun. You
Doesn't count.
didn't let me ask
Okay.
you. Hey, babe, you got any faux?
I absolutely do.
And what's best is y'all didn't even know he cast this on and finished it between the 2 episodes.
So
He finished this a week ago even.
So I cast this on a Friday. Yeah. I cast this on a Friday. No, a Saturday.
Yep.
On a Saturday after we recorded.
Yep.
By Thursday night, it was done. So less than a week, because I finished it, except for the
Palm.
The palm.
Might want to wait next time to put the palm on until after I've blocked it, though.
That's fine. So this is the Fair Isle ski hat. There we go. And I love it. I'm a little obsessed with color work now
Yeah.
because it's awesome. So I cast it on a Thursday, finished it cast it on Saturday, finished it Thursday.
I can understand being obsessed with color work though, because I absolutely love color work too.
Now I did.
It's fun and it goes quick.
This thing absolutely flew off my needles.
It about knit itself.
It did. Now I did hijack the pattern a little bit because there was supposed to be some about 8 to 10 more rows above this black and white section here that I didn't want to do because I thought it would make it too slouchy, and I was right.
Yeah.
I'm not a slouchy hat person, but
when I washed and blocked it, I laid it flat and like squished it back together because it wanted to get really big.
And I mean, like I said, this thing absolutely just knit itself. It was a breeze to work on, and I used obviously 3 colors: blue, black, white. The blue is what was left over of my Heavenly Fiber Angel DK in the Unseelie Fay colorway, and this is 45% baby alpaca, 45% 19.5 micron merino, and 10% silk.
And sad day, she's quit dying.
Yeah, we can't get any more.
We just discovered her and she quit dying. It's sad.
The black and white are both Yarn Bee.
From Hobby Lobby.
This is Yarn Bee. We got it at Hobby Lobby actually, and it's the Must Be Merino. This is the tag for the black one.
It is super soft.
It is so soft. It is 50% merino, 25% acrylic, 25% nylon, and you get 227 yards.
And usually I can't knit with acrylic because it fluffs and I'm allergic to it, so it causes my hay fever. But this one I can knit with.
Yeah, but the black and white both are the Yarn Bee. $6 at Hobby Lobby. You can't beat that.
And I use that white also for the prototype of Starburst hat for the first one that I knit.
But the pattern on Ravelry showed it was like white, gray, and black. I didn't understand it because they would do they did the brim in white, and to me that's a bad idea because then it's gonna get dingy. I think if you wear it
also wear your hats to work.
Yeah.
Most people would not wear that if you did white.
Yeah. You know what I here's what I don't get. Okay. Let's see. Can you see it? The way the 1x1 rib on the brim worked, you get good definition on half of your stitch. And then the other half, because it's next to a purl, just looks like a straight line.
I think that looks great.
I love that look, but when you flip it, you don't get that.
Yeah.
I wish that was on the outside.
It might have just been the way that you were pulling your yarn when you were switching back and forth.
Probably.
Because your pearls are tighter than your knits now.
For my first time doing color work, I think I did pretty good with my floats. I got that one there because I was using white down here and then it's just blue, right? And then I got to use white again up here, so
he didn't want to weave in that end, so he just carried it.
Yeah, I just carried it as best I could.
I would have done the same thing.
And also there's a blue right there. So
I also love how when you block color work, if you've done it correctly, it comes out smooth. It's not warbly anymore.
Yeah. But this hat is awesome. It is the perfect size and thickness. And
our battery's fixing to die.
Oh, poop.
We'll finish talking about that and then we'll...
Yeah. It is perfect size and thickness, and the design on it is awesome. And this is my first hat with a pom-pom. I don't have pom-poms on any of my other hats.
He made it himself, too.
And I made it myself. Using the same yarns, obviously.
Now it's time for Snack Attack!
And this is one that we recorded earlier. So
yeah.
Enjoy.
Today, so.
All right.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
So we found an antique.
We didn't find an antique.
We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is.
I do, because this belonged to my grandfather.
There's no buttons.
We're gonna show you how to make popcorn using an air popper. It's gonna be fun. Okay, take your little cup. It comes with your machine. Sits here. No clue where you can get them. I'm pretty sure you can still get them at Walmart or Amazon. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure it out. Dump it in. Ooh, and not make a mess like I just did.
Just throw those kernels anywhere there, babe.
Yep, totally. Moving on.
This is like watching millennials try to use a can opener.
Oh, whatever. I don't have it plugged in yet. Okay, put your lid on. And it will start to pop.
Don't you have to like put some oil in there or something?
Nope.
Some butter, perhaps?
Well, you will after it's popped.
Oh.
So
y'all get a dual snack attack this time.
What? I'll put these in here that once it fell over there. It'll take a minute, but they'll start popping.
You know, I think this is why they invented microwave popcorn. But this is definitely more reliable than microwave popcorn.
I still like the Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pops are fun.
Ooh, I can smell it. It's starting to pop.
Oh, I heard one.
They're starting. There's one.
Woohoo! So does anybody else still have one of these or still use these? Making some puppety corn.
Woot woot. So that little bit makes quite a lot.
Yeah.
And you don't get as many kernels. That one popped in the bowl. And that is how you make popcorn. Now we'll come back when I have the butter and the salt ready. Okay, so this is about 3 tablespoons of butter. And Jared already salted it while I was doing the butter.
We use real butter.
Yes, we do.
Not none of that margarine junk.
So I like to just kind of pour it a little bit. And then, of course, he's better at this than I am. So I'm just gonna go old-fashioned way. The way I know I can do it. It makes a bigger mess, but it gets it spread out. There you go. Homemade popcorn. Now it's time for
Whip it.
Whip it good.
What you whipping up, babe?
Currently.
Or do you want me to go first? Can I go first?
Sure.
How many do you have? 7.
4.
I'll go first.
You have the 1.
I have the 1. Because I'm like that. Okay, so.
Hey, but your knitting mojo is back.
It is.
Big time.
I feel good. I feel good about knitting. I wish I could knit while I was donating plasma.
You can't?
No, because I got the needle in the arm and I can't knit like this.
Oh, I would figure out a way to do it. Can I talk about this one? Because I'm at the end of the
Oh
road
my
now.
goodness.
Oh my goodness. Let me talk about it real quick. Okay, so this is my Creekside Crescent. My Cozy Up Knits. Hi, girls. I love it. Ton of garter. That's the only thing. So this is probably going to be on the needles for a while. I do have plans to finish it before Knit City, which is in October. So let's see if that actually happens or if I am working on it at Knit City. We'll see. So my main color is this one. And it is Barn Owl Yarns in Monkey Business. And it is a silky single ply 70/30 superwash merino silk. And it is a dream to knit with. I love the silky single ply. So my other one is Wool Tree Yarn. And she is based in New Braunfels. This one is based in San Antonio. And she has the yarn shop Yarn Barn, San Antonio.
Yarn Barn.
Wool Tree Yarn is at Lucky You in New Braunfels, Texas. And this one is also 70/30 superwash merino silk. This one is naturally dyed. This is my other color. And this one was dyed with sumac. So, I love her yarn too. And I am excited to go back this summer. And it is in my Knit for Brains Texas bag. But yeah, it's what I'm currently working on. Here and there. I did get to a second eyelet section because the last time I was down here. So I did all of that garter. Aren't you proud, Jamie? I can do it. I just usually choose not to. So like I said, when she said, no, you should do the other one because this one's got a lot of garter, I kind of took it as a challenge. So we'll see. What are you whipping up, dearest? Because I know you're super excited about this one. We talked about this on the live.
Now I get to go?
Yes.
Okay, so I am knitting the Canada Friends cowl, written by my lovely wife at Cherry Pie Cottage. Says it right there, Cherry Pie. I'm hijacking it though. I'm hijacking it because I'm not doing the lace part. I'm only doing the faux twisted cable, or faux cable twist is what it's called. Yes. I'm also using DK instead of the lace weight or fingering that it calls for. So it's really simple. The portion that I'm doing is really simple. It's 3 patterns in a 12-row repeat. 12 rows gives you one block of the faux cable twist.
Very easy to memorize.
Yes, very easy to memorize. And what I'm using is black trillium in the oh no, I'm using worsted, not DK.
Oh.
This is a worsted cowl. Pebble worsted, 100% merino, 100 grams, 190 yards in the Bifrost colorway. And we showed it when we did the live, but the color didn't work out too well because we had to use the laptop instead of our cell phone.
We should have had you weigh your yarn after you did your ribbing, so you'd know how much you needed left to finish it.
Oh, it'll be all right.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna make it nearly like that.
No, but that way you could just knit the pattern as far as you wanted, and then.
Yeah. But this is the Bifrost color. And I love this yarn. I bought this a few years ago.
It was the first time we were at Tinsmith's Wife in Comfort, Texas.
Yep. So, Bifrost. And I'm sure every one of you out there is asking, well, what does it knit up like? This is what it knits up like.
That's very much your colors.
Oh, yeah.
Greens, blues, and oranges.
Yeah, greens, blues. I mean, it's like every color, but...
I love how it's swirling, too.
Yeah, the swirling is... I love the swirling, honestly. So, don't know how well you can see the pattern as of right now, but it's there, sort of. And I have them on some nice new cables. They are my new Chow Goos that I got I got 2 pairs at McKinney Knittery and 1 at West 7th Pool in Fort Worth. So.
He was looking at the little bitty interchangeable set.
Yeah. I've got my Chowgoo interchangeable set with my new dangle fob on there for McKinney Knittery.
Just show the other side. It's hilarious.
Oop. Where is it? There it is. Well, getting it done. We'll play on words there, but
yeah, on a word we don't use.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm not gonna make it nearly that long.
No, you're doing more of like the short version.
Mine's gonna be about as long as my Messalina cowl is, so only about like 8 inches or so. So what else you whipping up, Vic?
In my, what is this bag? Southern Sparrow Handmade. It says drink coffee, do stupid things faster. I am working on, it's from the Four Sisters Toque collection. I would have said hat, but I'm not Canadian and they are. So, toque just sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but that's probably because I'm an American.
We're knitting toques.
So, Four Sisters Toque collection. I have already knit twin 2, I believe. Yes, twin 2, so Chrissy and the Sarah Hare Don't Care. I knit the Sarah Hare Don't Care for him for Christmas and the Chrissy for Michael for Christmas. Now I am knitting up a chatterbox, which was inspired by Jamie. I am using... What?
I messed up.
How'd you mess up?
I purled where I should have knit.
I'm using my yarn, Cherry Pie Cottage, on my DK100 in the cherry colorway. Because, I mean, it was gonna happen. I used this colorway to design, this and dusk to design Michael's hat, the My Dear Boy. But I've only got the ribbing because I was working on that test knit. So, and no, I did not do the fancy ribbing because I didn't want to have to think. So I just did 1x1 rib, which I love the look of 1x1 rib. Hate knitting it because it takes forever.
Can I see yours?
Sure. Mine does it too. See?
Not really. Not like mine does.
It might just be the way that you're pulling the yarn.
It might,
switch
yeah.
back and
My
forth.
tension's different from yours. So.
Your pearls are tighter than your knits.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but there's that. I haven't really done a lot on it. I got the ribbing done over the weekend, and then I was waiting for the yarn. Not the yarn, the needles from him. I'm having to borrow needles from my lovely husband because I don't have a 16-inch cable. A friend of mine is using one. I have one on my sweater.
I got the needs that you need.
Shut up. But that's for that pattern. Where is this pattern? There it is. So, and then I don't know what happened to my other 16-inch. I think I have one. I have one on the hat in my purse, which is purse knitting. So that's 3, and I'm pretty sure I had 4. But
you know what? I
just need to get more cables.
No, my mitts have my needles on them. Not yours.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish those at some point.
And then I have my make your own stripe socks using the No Makers Farm Stand Mini Skein bundle. And if you're new, she's stopped dyeing, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of our favorite dyers.
She had amazing yarn and colors.
Yes, she did. But I got, what in the world? I'm like all sorts tangled up here.
You're all wrapped up, you're all tied up, you're all tangled up in merino, you're all wrapped up.
I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say the actual words. Okay. There we go. I have a bag full of mini skeins. This is in my bunny bag from Knit for Brains. Can y'all tell I really like her and her bags? But I've started the second repeat. I've put the heels in, and I did a garter heel this time. Because lately my heels have been coming out looser, so I thought, why not do a garter heel? See if that'll kind of snug it up a little bit. So, it's a Fish Lips Kiss heel, but I just did it in garter instead of stockinette. I'll let you know how it goes. I think it looks good. The white and the brown are both Knit Picks Stroll. The white is white. Really creative. And the brown is Grizzly Heather. So, there's that. I got distracted with my sweater, so these have not gotten a lot of love since I've gotten the heel and the first stripe on. But these will get finished soon. And last but not least is my Cipolla. Jamie, you better catch up. She's knitting one too, and we're supposed to have these done by Knit City. And we're gonna wear them. And what? Did you mess up?
No, I'm trying to figure out where I'm at.
Oh. I am using.
Okay.
So this is not the base that I usually carry. This was a base that we bought to try, and we decided we didn't like the base. But these are my colors, and this one never shows up right. It always shows up khaki, but it is like a pale rose pink. This is Old Lace, and this is Clouded, which Clouded is like my favorite color. It goes with everything. But here we go, guys. So excited. Put my yarn on here so it doesn't come off. I finished the body of my sweater. What? Finished the body. And the ribbing is flipping up, and I think it's because I didn't change my needle sizes. I forgot to. So I might, once I'm done and washed and blocked it, if it's still flipping up, I'm going to go back and pick up right before the rib and knit a couple more rows, and then switch to a smaller size and do the ribbing again. But I've also almost done with my first sleeve. Yay! So, which I'm super excited about. This is my first colorwork project, and I decided to go with a sweater, because why not? And on their latest episode of Cozy Up, Katie was showing off her floats.
How long they were?
But I'm the same as her. I don't catch my floats because when I do, it makes it tighter, and it does make it bubble. So I just don't.
So you just gotta be really careful when you put it on.
Right. So yeah, like here, my floats are really long, but you can see the pattern.
Hers seem longer than yours, though.
They might have.
Was she using a different weight yarn?
Yeah, super bulky. Or bulky, one of them. This is fingering weight.
Well, hers was also a different sweater, though.
Yeah.
So that was.
See, this is kind of closer to the color. It's just a little bit more pink.
Yeah. It's still showing like khaki.
And it's not khaki. It's a pink
It's
color.
definitely a pink.
So, but I can, even with with the camera, when I take pictures out in the sun, it still comes up khaki. I can never get it to show up the right color. So, but I'm excited. I'll have it done. And then I'm going to knit this is the Cipolla by Caitlin Hunter, by the way. Once this is done, I'm going to cast on a Marimoto tee. I think that's how it's pronounced, but it's by Caitlin Hunter too. It's a t-shirt sweater, and it's got lace down at the bottom. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm gonna use my obligatory Valentine colorway, and I don't know what the other two are gonna be. Possibly Clouded, or I'll use this, which this is by Yarn Carnival. And this is the Earl colorway. And this used to be his, but it's now mine because it's fingering weight. and I knew when he bought it that he would eventually give it to me because he always buys fingering weight and saying, oh, I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it. And then he doesn't. So he's quit buying fingering weight now.
Yes.
So, which is kind of sad because a lot of times he'll pick up colors that I'm like, ooh, I really like that one. Like your Ruby Lou fingering weight. You're probably going to give that to me too, aren't you? Maybe. So, there's that. I'm excited. Hopefully I will have that sweater finished by the end of May. And I won't be able to wear it until Mid-City. But that's all I'm whipping up. Are you whipping up anything else?
I am not.
Do you have any want-was?
No.
I do.
Well, I did, but I've already gotten rid of it. My Star Wars scarf.
Oh, yeah.
I had bought fingering black and white, and I was doing a double knitting Star Wars scarf. And the pattern's on Ravelry. First mistake was buying fingering because it was taking absolutely forever.
But this was
I love the process of double knitting.
This was 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
You were still military at that.
So I bought it in Vegas at Sin City Yarn Shop, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I had gotten maybe like a foot and a half done on it, and then it just got tucked away and forgotten about, and then I found it again, and
you went through all of your project bags.
I was going through all my project bags. I just snipped it off because whenever you try to undo double knitting, it just creates a mess. Mm-hmm. So I just snipped it off, threw it away, gave her the leftovers, and I may do it again, but I'm probably going to get worsted to do it.
That's going to be wide.
Not too wide. It's not going to be too bad. Mm-hmm. I don't think.
I would do DK, honestly, not worsted.
Maybe DK.
Like a light DK.
Yeah. I won't go any smaller than sport, but
yeah,
I'm not doing
heavy
fingering.
sport.
Yeah,
DK.
I'm not doing a fingering again. So.
But I have a want-want. So the sweater I was knitting for Haley, I worked on it. I did another stripe repeat, and then I was looking at the picture, and the neck is wider, and you're supposed to wear like a button-up shirt underneath it. And I was just looking, I was like, this is not a sweater Haley's going to want to really wear. And I'm not enjoying knitting it. So I would rather frog that and knit her a sweater that she will wear that I will enjoy more. So we are looking at doing a DK sweater, striped sweater for her. She's found some that she likes. But yeah. So that is going to get frogged. So bored. If it was like around and around and around, that'd be fine. But the way the construction of it is it's back and forth. It's knit and purl. And that is so boring to me. Yes, you're changing colors, but not enough. And yeah. And you're supposed to get it to 14 1/4 for her size and length. And I was at 9 1/2. And I was just like, nope, can't do it. So I'm going to frog it. Probably not going to save the yarn. It was knit picks. But I had to keep cutting it so much. So I told her, I said, I could just go ahead and bind it off and it could be like a boob shirt.
A boob shirt?
It would be like right
My
here.
My daughter is not wearing anything titled a boob shirt.
But anyways, do you have any cast on itis?
Absolutely.
Do you
I really do.
But is that including with your new yarn?
Yeah.
Okay, well you have to wait till my precious. So, this is my bittersweet colorway. And again, this is showing up more orangey than it really is. It's more of like a coral. A coral and a purple. Cherry Pie Cottage on DK100. I have a design in mind that I'm going to cast on with this. But I did want to show y'all how this cakes up. So the purple, because it looks different in the skein than when it's caked up. But I just wanted to show y'all, and I want to show y'all how this knits up. Because this is another one of my favorite colors. But that's all I have for cast on itis. What? Did you mess up again?
Yes. I pearled when I should have knit.
Well, you need to put that down for now. Because now we have
story time.
Texas story time. So this is Texas, y'all. Lone Star State from A to Z. And last time we were on G, weren't we?
Mm-hmm.
No.
We did G's.
Are you?
We're on H's.
We're on H's, yes. I'm talking about that one because I'm obsessed with those.
Go right ahead.
Which one are you? Do we have two of these? Nope. Nope. So pick one. That one. Yeah, because that's from where you're from.
Yep.
Okay, so can you go over there and grab mine real quick? So we have a thing. It's our official state reptile. I grew up calling it a horny toad, but it's not. It's a horned lizard. And I am really obsessed with these. So this one sits up on the bar by our sink.
Yep.
And this one was handmade out of metal. But I'm obsessed with these. I used to play with these as a kid. They're endangered now. There's not as many of them.
They are making a comeback because they've been doing conservation efforts to breed them and release them into the wild. So, horny toads.
So when I was little, okay, let me just read this. It says, AKA horned toad or horny toad. When threatened, the official state reptile puffs itself up and shoots blood from its eyes. Cowboys have been known to use the same defense when someone knocks the hat off their head. Some cowboys have also been called horny toads.
For different reasons.
Yes, but we're not going to go into that because we're not that kind of podcast. When I was little, I'd go visit my grandparents. They lived in McCamey, Texas, which is in West Texas. That's all the westerns that you see.
West Texas.
Yes. All the westerns that you see with the desert landscape and all of that, that was where they lived. And that's where the horny toads tend to thrive better in that kind of environment. But my grandpa taught me how to catch them. And what it is you catch them around the belly. Because if you catch them by the tail, they can reach around and bite. And if you catch them by the head, there's a chance you could hurt them. So you'd catch them by the belly and you could feel them puff up in defense. And that was like my favorite thing to do, was to make them puff up. I never actually got to see them shoot the blood out of their eyes because I didn't want to make them that mad. I was still sweet. But I loved to play with them when I was little. When I was younger, I used to catch all sorts of things. I used to catch frogs and toads and roly-polies. I loved roly-polies. But yeah, I used to catch all sorts of things when I was little. Now, I don't think I would. I think if somebody else caught it for me, then I would hold it. But I got bit by a lizard when I was helping my dad do the fence when I was like 12, I think. And I picked it up by the belly like you would with a horny toad, but no, this one turned around and like bit my finger and I
probably just a little anal.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Yes, your turn.
All right, so we're going to talk about the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
You want to not use that voice?
I can use that voice if I feel like it.
And you're going to make mine go heavy.
Good.
Stop.
Why?
Oh my goodness. You'll see what I married.
All right. So the largest event of its kind in the world, it includes livestock exhibitions, a parade, a rodeo, and other live entertainment. And it's awesome. I've been to it. I went to it one time back when Vince Gill, I don't know if y'all know who Vince Gill is, but back when he was
old school country
like touring solo. I think he tours with a group now.
I don't know.
Who was it? I can't remember. Somebody told me he's still touring with a group, but this was way back when. And Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo is when I learned how to drive.
Stick, wasn't it?
Yes. My dad had an old standard transmission pickup truck. And in Houston...
Downtown?
No, not downtown.
Wasn't downtown?
No, it wasn't downtown. It was right by the Astrodome. What is that? 59. I-59. In Houston, during, like, the traffic of everybody leaving the livestock show and rodeo.
Wasn't it George Strait that year, too? That was the performer?
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Or Garth Brooks.
I don't remember
some
who
big
was
name is
performing.
what you said.
I don't know who was performing that night. But on the freeway, during all this traffic, that's when my dad decides, hey, I'm going to teach you how to drive. So...
That's not what we're doing to Haley.
Yeah.
We don't even let her on the loop yet.
Yeah. Of course, I was 18 before I even got my license.
Yeah.
So I was older. I was probably 17 by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I was 17. So 2001. But Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, the biggest in the world.
I'm glad you told that story.
Yeah.
You want to change it to the eyes for next time?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
There's other stuff on here, but...
We're going to wait because we don't have a lot of H's.
No.
So, it's a short story time today.
Yeah.
I am almost done with this row. That one should be interesting.
Eyes
the
are
next
going to be
one.
interesting.
Yes. Is there multiple pages?
No, it's just this.
Really?
Yep. This
Well,
is it.
we might as well go ahead and do the eyes since we had not very many H's this time.
Okay. So the eyes of Texas, while they are upon you, it's just a few insects of Texas.
Yeah.
This one right there. That's so pretty.
Ugh, those things are creepy looking. They won't really harm you if you leave them alone, but they swim. That's what's creepy.
So we got stag beetles, vinegaroons,
I don't think we need to talk about all of them.
I'm just naming them. Monarch butterfly, cockroach, brown tarantula, fire ant.
Those make you feel, if they bite you, they make you feel like your body part is falling off.
Yeah.
They hurt.
Giant water bug. These things, where is it? That one right there. Those are out in North Carolina too, and those things are just weird. But they make the greatest crunch sound when you step on them. So red-headed centipede, ironclad beetle. What does that say?
Moth.
Bumella borer.
I don't know.
And a low moth.
I haven't seen all of these. I don't think these are all over Texas.
Well, no, they're not going to be all like this one. That's going to be down south.
Yeah.
Where it's really humid.
Yeah.
The centipede, we had those at camp.
Yeah. The fire ants at camp. We were standing there talking, and apparently, all of a sudden, I feel like my foot is on fire. I looked down, and we had stopped, and I was standing with flip-flops on in a fire ant bed. Oh my goodness. It felt like my foot was literally on fire. Those things hurt. So, luckily my mom was there, so I went to her, and she got me all fixed up, and I got some relief. But, oh my goodness, those hurt so bad. But,
so that's been story time.
Yeah. So now it's time for
My Precious.
Can I go first?
That was terrible, but yes.
Okay, so we went to Fort Worth, so of course we're going to go to the yarn shops because we don't have any here. I didn't buy that one here. I bought those two together. Okay, so the first one we went to was the McKinney Knittery, which I have their card, which is in McKinney. This is such a cute yarn store.
Mm-hmm. This is our first time there?
Yes, they had a ton of indie dyers. They had Farmer's Daughter. They had Primrose Yarn Company.
Magpie,
Hedgehog. Mm-hmm. They had...
of course, Madeline Tosh.
Yes. What else was that other one? Brooklyn Tweed. They had all of those.
Like Seven Swans Yarn or Swan Bay.
Yeah,
Swans Bay.
They had Twisted Out. They had a lot of Texas dyers there too.
Yeah.
I don't think they had Yarn Carnival or Savvy Skeins.
I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did.
So when you first walk in, there's like this wall right here, and half of it was the Primrose Yarn Co. The other half was Farmer's Daughter. I kept going back and forth between the two. I finally settled on the Primrose Yarn Co. And oh my goodness, y'all. Look at those speckles. I was looking for an MCN to go with this one, which I already had at home. This one is Sweet Sparrow Yarns, and it's the Plum Tart. but they're both MCN. I was looking for one to go with it because I have a design in mind for a shawl. So, oh my goodness. And this one, these purpley speckles match this one perfectly. So these are gonna go together. It's, the idea I have is a shawl where you knit from one corner all the way over. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, it's my favorite style.
Dorito?
No, it's not Dorito.
Oh.
But anyways, I have an idea in mind. This is gonna be a shawl. A very lacy shawl probably, because I like to do lace. But these are both MCN, 80-10-10. And oh my goodness, I love this one. And because if they have hedgehog, I will buy it. That's just what happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's no getting around it, even though I try to not. This one is on her sock yarn, and it is Beach Bunny colorway. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at that. Oh. I love hedgehog so much. Oh. Look. And I'm not an orange person, but the little pops of orange in here, oh, that's gorgeous. So pretty. What did you get from McKinney Knittery?
I got,
Along with your needles.
along with my needles, I did get 2 sets of needles there. Mm-hmm. But I got, this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers, made in Montana. And this is the Waylon and Willie colorway. And again, on our live, I showed this, but the colors just...
Yeah, the colors
that
are
is
blown
showing
out.
up. That is showing up great.
Mm-hmm.
That green in there, I love this. McKinney Knittery is the only place in Texas that has long dog yarn.
And you'd pick some up,
And
too.
they had the colorway that I have wanted ever since I found out about long dog yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they had it. But they only have it on fingering.
And he almost bought it.
And I was gonna get it, but I started thinking, I was like, okay, if I buy this, I'm gonna hate knitting whatever I knit with it because it is fingering.
Yeah, and you won't have much to do if you double it up.
Yeah, and if I held it double, then I wouldn't be able to make much.
You could make a pair of socks, but they'd be super shorties, and I know you wouldn't want that.
No. So I said, you know what? Let's be practical. Let's be nutritious about what we're buying. So I went with the Farmer's Daughter, and this is their Juicy DK. That's a fun word. Juicy.
And it is
soft. Juicy.
It is
it smells
plump
amazing.
and
It smells amazing. 100% superwash merino, 274 yards. So
it is plump and squishy, and
yes.
and this is the first time that we have actually seen the Farmer's Daughter.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But
And I'd never seen Primrose either.
But this is, I don't know what this is going to go into, but I'm going to love whatever it does go into. Because it is DK, and that's my wheelhouse.
Yes.
So.
I like DK too, but I don't have a lot of projects, so it's easier for me to have a project in mind for it, or for me to just dye it up on my base, and then it can be a yarn sample, or a shop sample.
So where else did we go, Ben?
The next day we went to the West 7th Wool, which we have been to before, and we love that shop. That one is in Fort Worth, on 7th Street.
West 7th
West
Street.
7th Street. Go figure. We didn't get a card from them. We forgot. We did get a
We
card
got
from
one
them
last
last year.
time.
Yeah. They have an entire wall of just Texas dyers.
They actually had to move it from one wall in the store to a different wall because it got too big.
And it's not just fingering. They have worsted to fingering to even lace with mohair.
Yep.
Now then, before I go in and talk about this, do you want to talk about yours?
I do.
And the story behind it?
I
You
do.
had picked up a Savvy Skeins
I
already,
did.
hadn't you?
I did. I had Wayfaring Stranger by Savvy Skeins in my hand. I had Doctor Strange first, and then I saw Wayfaring Stranger, and I'm like, I like that one better. I'm going to get that one. So I'm sitting there. I got my yarn. I got a thing of needles, and I'm just waiting because she is.
Takes forever. I go back.
She's
and
holding
forth, back and
hands with
forth.
the whole store.
I was not. It's the fact that I kept going back to the hedgehog fibers, even though I said I don't need to get any more because I already bought one for this trip.
So while I'm sitting there waiting, I become aware of a conversation going on at the front counter.
With one of the owners
With
and
the two owners are there, It's a husband and wife.
No, it was just the husband.
Was
the
it
wife
just
was
him?
not there. The other one was just one of
Okay.
them.
So it's a husband and wife that own the store. The husband was there. And I become aware of this conversation because I hear the woman that he's speaking with say, I'm really anxious to get into your store. Now, obviously, she's in the store, so clearly she's not talking about that.
Yeah.
I look up and she has a basket of yarn just kind of splayed out on the counter. So at this point, I become nosy. And I go over to the counter to see her wares that she has splayed on the counter. And I see a lot of yarn that I really like. So this is Chicken Coop Dye Works. And she was at DFW. And I guess this is what she had left over as example skeins. So Chicken Coop Dye Works on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook is Coop Dye. And this one is her Beaks base. Like all of her yarn is chicken themed. Mm-hmm. This is her Beaks base, which is DK 231 yards, 50% superwash merino, 50% silk. And y'all, it is all of the squish. Okay. This yarn is Nessa's Blue Bonnets. And I don't think I've actually unskeined this yet.
Probably not.
I don't think I've made it.
Make it naked?
I don't think I've made it naked yet. So here we go.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I love this. Partly because of the colorway title,
Because it's blue
but
bonnets.
mostly because of the colors. It's blues, greens,
And
whites.
that blue is like
Yeah.
spot on for a blue bonnet.
Yeah, that blue is amazing.
Speaking of blue
So
bonnets,
50% superwash, 50% silk. Chicken Coop Dye Works. And as I was looking at it, I asked if I could see this, and she handed it over to me. And I said, I know you brought these in as samples and everything, but can I buy it from you? And she's like, absolutely. So she let me buy it straight out of her little basket. And I love it. Don't know what I'm going to knit with it. Don't know how long it's going to sit in my stash, but I didn't get that very tight.
sidebar,
Chicken Coop.
talking about blue bonnets, we got to see blue bonnets on the way
Oh,
to Dallas.
yes.
So we have a new picture for the end.
Yep.
Be watching, see if you find somebody that you might know in there. She's a pink llamacorn, pink sparkly llamacorn.
Yep.
While he was doing all of this, I had already picked up this skein of Savvy Skeins. I have followed her on Instagram. I have coveted her yarn
That's
several
a sin.
times. I know. I wanted to buy it. Way to shame your wife. Rude.
I'm sin shaming. No. Not
I
legit
really-
coveting.
yeah,
Not
no.
legit coveting.
I really, really wanted her yarn. I have never actually purchased her yarn. He has on several occasions.
Oh yeah, Savvy Skates. I love
Savvy Skeins is a Texas dyer
She's the one that made Booma.
that you bought 2 of the 3 that she listed. She said, I don't know if I'm going to do this again. This is Cosmic Unicorn on her Sensible Sock, which is 80/20 superwash merino nylon, 420 yards. Oh my goodness. And I tried really hard not to go towards my usual bright pink and blues and all of that. So I went more subtle this time. And then I went back and forth between the Texas Wall and the Hedgehog. It's like, I don't need any more Hedgehog. I don't need any more Hedgehog.
Guess where that Plinko chip landed?
Well, it was getting close to the time where we needed to be leaving and heading to the next spot for the convention. I might have gone towards my really bright Hedgehog fibers.
Good grief.
This is Rose Hip. And
Looking at the sun.
I haven't made this one naked yet. But, oh my goodness. Look. It's so pretty. Guys, Oh, no clue what I'm going to do with it. But do I ever really know what I'm going to do with it when I buy fingering weight? No. No, I do not. Because I know I can always just dye up especially since I'm dyeing yarn now, I know I can dye up a solid to coordinate with it. Mm-hmm. So buying the singles, I'm not as upset about anymore. Like, okay, what do I have at home that will coordinate with this? Now I'm just like, ooh, pretty. And I buy it.
It's so pretty.
It is. So it's
so pretty, I'm gonna die.
I was thinking the same thing. So, but I can always dye up a solid or a tonal to go with it. This would go really well with that one too. Ooh, that's pretty. So, no clue what I'm going to do with it. We'll figure it out. I say we, I mean me.
We're talking about me.
So, I did really good. I said I was only going to get a maximum of 2 skeins of yarn at each store. And that's all I did. Now, when we go to Knit City, that is all off. Nope. Pretty, yes. Pretty, yes. I'm telling you, guys. Most of my money is...
Get ready.
Yes. You're at Knit City and you're a vendor. Get ready. You're probably going to get some of my money. But that's all we have. Do you have any more, my precious?
I do not.
Okay, then. Then let's move on to shop news. Can you... What are you doing?
Trying to figure out where I'm
All we can see is your neck.
Hi.
Why don't we put that down for now? And
why? I don't ever contribute in shop news.
Well, I want you to contribute now because you're going to help me with this one. So, Advent calendars are in the shop now. They will be in the shop until the end of June. Okay, here's my plan. I've put up 20. I've already sold some of those. If those sell out before like end of June, I will put some more up if I have enough interest of people wanting them. Because I want to make sure if you want them, you have a chance to get them. When I do made to order or pre-orders, I have a giant window for it because I want everybody to make sure that they get them. Really? It's like 89 degrees out and you're gonna wear a worsted weight hat.
Ooh, I found the jog.
Yeah. You also don't get your brim even. Anyways, Advent calendars are in the shop. You have 2 options. You can either get just the minis or you can get the minis with the full skein. The minis, there are 24 and they are all 20-gram skeins. And our theme is my favorite Christmas movie of all time, A White Christmas. And I'm so excited. So, there are all sorts of things to be inspired by, like sisters, or his favorite. What's your favorite?
Theater, the theater. What happened to the theater?
All of the minis are based on that.
We're going to have to watch that soon. So
I know. I have an idea for a lot of them anyways. But I have it all planned out how I want to do it. It's just actually tying it up. Most of them are going to be unicorns, which means unrepeatable. And the ones that are repeatable will not be available in the shop until July of 2020 for Christmas in July. Or it might not even be then. It might be closer to Christmas of 2020 before they show up in the shop again. But like I said, the majority of them are going to be unrepeatable. So, what are you looking at me like that for?
No, I was looking at...
Oh.
It looked like I had a big old bruise on my nose here,
Yeah.
but I don't.
So, y'all go grab them.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited. This is the first year we're doing Advents, and I'm super excited. So, the other thing, I did not do a shop update recently. The other thing is I have put DK Sock as made to order. If y'all watch Cozy Up Knits, she is putting out a new pattern, a free pattern in May for her birthday, and I think it's called Maybe Baby. I think that's what she said. I can't remember.
I don't know.
She said it. I can't remember. Anyways, it's a sock pattern. She is using my yarn. She's using Punk Watermelon for it's women's and men's sizes. So Punk Watermelon for the girls, and she's using a horse of a different color for the men's.
They look really good.
Yes, they do, and I'm excited to knit them. So I have some of our normal colorways available on DK Sock as made to order. I have it set to ship in 6 weeks, but usually it only takes about 2 to get it out. But if I get a ton of them in, then it might get closer to the 6-week mark. I try to dye them as soon as I get them in, or at least, in about 2 weeks. So the colors that I already currently dye that are not new are Punk Watermelon, which I don't have any right now because the one that I dyed up was already purchased. Kentucky Rain, a horse of a different color, and Sidebar. All of those are available as made to order. I do not have any of those currently to show y'all. I'm sorry. I also dyed up 3 new colorways that are exclusively on DK Sock until mid-May. So the first one is Buzzy Bat. So Haley helped me on some of these pick colors. She said, Mom, you should do a bumblebee one because, spring, you get bumblebees. So I did, and it came out and it started looking more, and I was going to call it Buzzy Bee. What?
I totally thought Bumblebee as in the Transformer Bumblebee.
I know. And that might have been what she was saying. I was thinking like an actual bumblebee. But it came out looking more, and I was going to call it Buzzy Bat, or Buzzy Bee. It came out looking more like Bumblebee.
Batman.
No, Batman, thank you. So instead, it is now called Buzzy Bee.
Buzzy Bat.
Buzzy Bat. I cannot speak.
These are your yarns.
I know. It's called Buzzy Bat. So it's a black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Then Party Pop, which is mostly purple with some pops of pink, which is why it's called Party Pop. So there's that one. And then this one, oh my goodness, I love this one.
I like that one too, except for
the pink in it.
Yeah.
So this one is called Punk Rainbow. This is why it's called Punk Rainbow. Because, and see the colors are showing up better now.
Oh yeah.
So
better.
It's a rainbow. But it's neon and bright rainbow.
Yeah.
It is a Roy G. Biv. You have your red, your orange, your yellow, your green, right there, your blue, your indigo, and your violet. So it is a Roy G. Biv.
Not to be confused with Mavunchnup.
Anyways, I love this one so much. Haley requested for me to knit her socks out of it. So I will be knitting socks out of this so I can show y'all how this will knit up. I absolutely love this. I might have to dye this up on fingering weight for me when I dye it up for fingering weight for the shop. Like I said, it's not going to be on any other base until mid-May. Right now it is exclusively on DK Sock. So that's all I have for now. We are recording again next Saturday. This is April the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's been about 3 weeks, but that's because last weekend we were gone. We had no chance, which is why we did the live when our usual episode would come out. So we wanted to record a regular video, and then next week we're going to record again, so we're back on track with our schedule.
Yes.
But by the next episode, there will be a shop update. And it's not going to be a very big one. I'm putting out a new minis set. And my plan is to do the colors, most of the colors that are in here. So it'll be bright neons. So it'll be Fractured Punk Rainbow is what I'm going to call it. Isn't that cool?
Mm.
So I'm really excited about that because I needed some brights. And it'll be really good to use as heels, toes, and cuffs. Or, Canada Friends cowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shameless plug.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings us to the tail end. Still not about our butts.
No butts.
So do you have anything to add?
I had something that should have been talked about up here, but it doesn't slip my mind. I don't know.
Oh, you should have told me and I would have written it down. Don't forget about our cowl.
Yep.
There's going on through the end of May. You have the chance to win beaver nuggets.
Sweet, sweet nugs.
Hopefully by the next podcast I can announce that other thing that I'm wanting to announce.
Hopefully.
I can't yet.
Actually, there are 2 things that we're waiting to announce.
No, the second one I don't think yet.
Well,
it'll be a while.
I know it'll be a while, but we are waiting to announce that.
Yes.
So
we have some exciting things coming up. We just can't talk about them
we
yet.
may be able to next episode.
Well, I'm pretty sure one of them I will be.
Yeah.
So, let's cut all that business out.
Oh,
okay. So, we have some exciting things coming up.
Coming down the pipeline.
Woohoo! And we'll let you know when we can.
I did a hat.
Yes, he did. And he's currently working up on the Canada Friends. And like he has shown, you don't have to follow the pattern exactly because
You never have to follow it.
I actually wrote this pattern so it was easy to hack. Or as he likes to call it, hijack.
Hijack.
I call it hack because that's what the Cozy Up girls
I
do.
love this section right in here. This whole section. Because
And
I
he's
can see it from both ways. I can see where the white is the main thing and the blue is just the accent, and I can see where the blue is the main thing and the white is just the accent. And it looks amazing.
You had your chance to talk about your hat. Let's move
And
on.
I already talked about it, so.
Let's move on.
But we're in the tail end. This is just kind of.
Okay, so go check out the cowl. If you were my tester, please go enter. If you used my yarn, remember you get to enter twice.
Yep.
Go get your DK sock. Get your orders in.
Get your dangle fobs.
I don't have dangle fobs. I don't
Well,
make dangle
I'm
fobs
not
anymore.
saying buy them from you. I'm just saying get your dangle fobs. It's my catchphrase.
You're a dork. Should have come up with that when I was actually selling dangle fobs.
Well, still.
But I think that's about it. So go to our Ravelry group, join, go in and say, hey y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey y'all. It's Cherry Pie Cottage on Ravelry.
Here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and do us a huge favor and like and share this video. Give us a thumbs up, share it onto your Facebooks and your Instas and your Twitters and.
Ooh, speaking of on Ravelry, my Ravelry name has changed. It is now Cherry Pie Cottage, all one word. The C, the P, and the other C are all capitalized.
Yes.
Same profile, so if you're already my friend, then it's the same person. I just changed my name. It was time, so that way other people could find me easier.
My name is still the same.
Yes.
So y'all can still find me.
Yep.
But yeah, make sure and share this video out there. Get it out to all your friends.
Yep. By liking our video, it lets other ones that are looking for videos like this find us easier.
Yes.
So you'd be helping out other people, not just us. God is good.
Read your Bible.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.